Welcome to the RTS podcast. I'm Zion Smith. Today, on my RTS podcast, I will be talking about 4 of the biggest mistakes I made in my life. Before I get into my podcast, I would like to ask you guys a question. And that question is, you ever been in the present, which is right now, and you thought about the past, and you thought about the mistakes you made and the setbacks that you was in, but those setbacks set you up for success and for golden opportunities. And once you think about those mistakes, you just think about how I wish I could have done this. I wish I could have done that better. And maybe I'd be in a much better position. Well, I think about that all the time. And I think about these 4 mistakes that I made in my life that I deeply regret. But I know that I'm learning from those mistakes. I know that every day I'm becoming a better person. And the first biggest mistake I made in my life was being Mr. Nice Guy. And I always thought that, being a nice person gets you far in life, but apparently it doesn't. Why do I say that? Well, I said that because when I was being Mr. Nice Guy in the past, I was a doormat. I got stepped on a lot, and I wasn't even aware of it. I was in denial. I was blind. And when my close friend Dante was telling me about this, I didn't listen to him. Now, I regret it. I regret it because I let so much people in the past take advantage of me for my kindness. And they end up using me, lying to me, putting me down, and disrespecting me. Still to this day, I regret being Mr. Nice Guy because it doesn't get you anywhere in life. Two weeks ago on my RTS podcast, I mentioned how I never had a girlfriend. And one of the reasons why I never had a girlfriend was because I was Mr. Nice Guy. And you see, yeah, that's what I end up at. So it does not get you the woman that you want, because that's not gonna fly, and it shows that you soft. It doesn't get you the dream job that you want, Because are you going you're just going to be taken advantage of. Simple as that. It doesn't earn you the respect that you deserve. People is just going to step on you left and right. So I had to learn that. I'm 19 and I'm still learning that. And I'm building thicker skin as the days goes on. The second biggest mistake I made in my life was not being confident in myself enough. Just for another context, I remember when I was younger, I was sometimes confident in myself. Like, I was determined to be a captain of my high school soccer team, and look what happened. In my senior year, I became a captain. I was determined to make good grades in high school, and I did that. I graduated with honors. I was in the National Honor Society, and one of the reasons why that happened is because I had a little bit of confidence. But having a little bit of confidence, that's not good. And the reason why I said that is because you need to believe in yourself 100%. And I paid the price. I wasn't always fully confident in myself. And what I mean by that is I was not comfortable being myself. I was always comfortable pretending to be someone that I'm not. And I paid the price for it. I know 2 weeks ago I just mentioned that I never had a girlfriend, and not having enough confidence is one of the reasons why. You know, I wasn't always expressing myself, and, you know, being comfortable within myself, and not having that confidence in yourself, not believing yourself enough, and not going for your dreams and ambitions without fear. You're gonna regret your decision if you're not confident enough. I'm telling you, trust me. Not being confident enough, it's not gonna get you nowhere in life. That's why you gotta be 100% confident in yourself. You can't care what everybody thinks of you. You just gotta be you, you know. And now to fix that, I am introducing myself to new people every chance I get. That helps me, you know, initiate conversations and be comfortable talking to people, especially around women. Women is humans too, and sometimes when you're talking to a woman, it can be seen as intimidating. But once you put yourself out there and you show that you are 100% being yourself, man, confidence, not cockiness, not arrogance, confidence. Key word, confidence. The magic word, confidence, will get you far in life, trust me. And that's what I'm developing right now. The third biggest mistake I made in my life was always taking things too seriously. I know sometimes we all want to be successful in life, but let me ask you a question. Do you really have to take everything too seriously? No, not at all. And that's what I'm currently learning right now. When jokes were being said to me, I took it the wrong way. It went left. And I seriously regret this decision because people is not going to be around you. You know, they're going to be like, oh, we can't joke with this person because he's too sensitive. That's the price that I'm paying for right now, because I was being way too seriously when it came to jokes, and especially when it came to school. You know, now that I think about it, I feel like graduating with honors in high school, that doesn't really matter, because it doesn't determine the type of character you have. Yes, it does determine your intelligence in a way, but it does not really determine your character and how you carry things. And I guess what I'm trying to say is it's better to try your best than to be the best. And that's what I mean by taking things too seriously. You know, we all strive to have A's and B's, but you got to see that's okay as well, as long as you passing and as long as you trying. Hey, take a thing too seriously will not get you far in life. I'm telling you, trust me, I've been through it. Take it from me. Taking things too seriously, that's not gonna fly. That's not cool. You know? Sometimes you gotta brighten up sometimes and have a little bit of fun. And that's what I'm currently trying to do right now. And that's another skill within myself that I am trying to develop, is avoid taking a lot of things too seriously, because that's toxic. Last but not least, the final and the fourth biggest mistake I made in my life is wasting my time. No matter if it was being on social media for hours and hours and hours, being around people who isn't really my friend, who doesn't like me for me, or who doesn't respect me for me. Not taking the time to improve on myself. Those are 3 examples that I just mentioned. Maybe it was 4 or 5. I lost count. But anyway, yeah, those are the examples that I mentioned of how I've been wasting my time. Wasting your time is not good. And you know, to spend, matter of fact, to use your time wisely, improve on yourself. You know, no matter if it's reading books, going to the gym, working out, making sure that you staying in shape, eating more healthy, improving, no, not improving, but cutting off the people who don't have the same vision as you, or who is a negative influence for you. And not being on social media for long periods of time. And we all know social media is fake. I don't have to explain everything about social media, but man, social media is it's the way nowadays, and you just you can't do that. I feel like you gotta use your free time to improve on yourself. No matter if it's getting more sleep or spending time with people who will challenge you and build you up into the man or to the woman that you want to become in the future. These are the 4 biggest mistakes that I made in my life. I hope you will learn a thing or two about those 4 mistakes that I made in my life. And I hope you use those 4 mistakes that I made to shape you up into the better man or the better woman that you want to become in the future. Yeah, that's all I got. I'm Zion Smith, and this is the RTS podcast. Always and forever.